With critics calling it the worst superhero movie in 2022, most saying Thor Love and Thunder was better, and some even saying Morbius was better than this movie. Well, as The Rock says it, the fans are now here and we have all seen the movie so far since the release, and it has a 90% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. So, was the movie actually good, or is it because of the cameo at the end? Before we get on to the video, it is going to have some spoilers, so if you haven't watched Black Adam yet, go make sure you do before watching the rest of the video. Also, 98.3% of you are not subscribed, so please go ahead and click the subscribe button as it would help me out a lot. So, with positive scores for the audience, us, the fans, the real question is, was it actually a good movie, or was it just full of hype? I watched this movie last Friday when it released in IMAX, and at first I was really confused when I left the cinema, but after having some time to digest the movie, it actually became better. Now, no bias or anything, and I will be 100% honest with my opinion, not the best comic book movie I've seen from DC, but it has some pros and cons with it. I really enjoyed the action scenes, the JSA, and the jokes. But I really found it confusing and didn't really, get the villain of the movie, Sabak. Didn't really get certain things here and there. Sorry if I butchered that name. I really enjoyed Dr. Fate in this movie, seeing all his cool moves and just overall appearance. I like how he ended it off with him dying, but we all know that he will come back in one way or another as a ghost or something for the next person wielding the helmet. As you see in the movie, that helmet disappears into thin air, and we can assume that they will explain it in further movies and shows. And my guess is they will introduce a newer Dr. Fate character with having Ken Nelson as his mentor in a ghost form, etc. I really like the skateboard kid in the movie and Isis in the movie. The kid obviously resembles us, the fans, and how we are obsessed with heroes and will do anything to meet one. And also, if he has a bad name, Ted Adam, they will give you suggestions. Hawkman was also a really good and fun character in the movie with his funny jokes and that part where he says, "Me and you," with Adam Smasher. Some may call it cringe, but I actually found it funny. Obviously, the main character Black Adam I've enjoyed as well, with Dwayne Johnson being the perfect role for Black Adam. I like how the story progressed with having Black Adam versus JSA, and in my opinion, that should have been the movie itself. No additional villain, which we'll talk later about. Lastly, having Superman back just makes the movie 10 times better. I can't wait to see Black Adam versus Superman. Now, with every movie, it is not perfect and I'll have some problems with it. Now, the biggest con in this movie, for me, personally, was definitely the villain Sabak. I mean, it's like they didn't even try. From the beginning, I already knew who the villain was, and it was just really generic. The way he died as well just didn't make sense. It's up to you guys to discuss in the comments below about your opinions of Sabak, but I just didn't enjoy him, and the movie would be perfect if it was just Black Adam versus JSA. Sabak felt very rushed and just felt too generic in my opinion. Next, another thing I didn't really understand was Cyclone and Atom Smasher. Yes, I get it, they're in the JSA, but out of all the characters, they chose those two. I mean, I enjoyed them, but it just didn't make sense. They contributed basically nothing except jokes and just a side story of romance. That's basically all I can think of right now with problems of the movie. But other than that, I think this movie has potential and it is good for fun. So my rating for this movie out of 10, based on what I've said and what I felt coming out of the cinema and having time to digest and process it, I gotta say my rating has to be 8.5 out of 10. There are some flaws in the movie like Sabak, etc. But other than that, this is a go-to movie to watch just for entertainment and fun, with having the introduction of Superman again. Let me know your thoughts about this movie in the comments below, with you agreeing or disagreeing with things I've said. And also, it would mean a lot if you guys could hit that subscribe button and like button, as it would improve the quality of our videos. Make sure to share with a friend of yours, and also if you want to know what I thought about the movie before it came out, you can click the video on the right to see my post thoughts on Black Adam, and click the video on the left if you want to subscribe. Without further ado, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have an amazing day.